that you have not been able to realize because why?
Right.
Well, you got jacked.
Yeah, it was locked up essentially.
No. That's incorrect. It wasn't locked up. They were ripped off. They were ripped off.
Yeah.
And so in
Yeah.
2019, feel free to Google it.
Yeah.
These folks, there were 24,000 Bitcoins that was released to the community. That people that were, I could be wrong as far as years. I want to see Crypto Goose people that are on here. No, Crypto Goose is a good friend of mine. I want to see 2000.
Hey, Jake and Andrew, I think you're breaking up.
Now, I'm sorry. I'm okay now?
Yeah, I mean, I see where you're going with this, which is people haven't taken any, when they get their coins back, they're going to want to take profits because they never had a chance to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's just say, hold on. Let me, hold on. One second. Let me put my, earphone on. Hold on.
Okay. You said it was the average price for the Mt. Gox coins, what was paid for them was around $400. Is that what you said? Trying to look that up right now.
Here we go. Okay, so in 2014, again, I'm not preaching the word. This is not the Bible, but
650,000 to 850,000 coins.
And
that's how many coins were lost.
Okay, but the bottom line
650,000. Yeah.
Okay, so Rich, we've done our due diligence in the past month and a half, 2 months, and that's good information. But the bottom line is this: there was 142,000 bitcoins. Even after all your stuff you're looking at right now, if you get wrong information, you're gonna find that I'm being correct. So let's just say that I could be an idiot, but let's just say that I'm correct. Okay, so
okay,
in 2019, there were 24,000 bitcoins that were given back to the people that got ripped off.
Okay.
So then next month, there's 117,000 bitcoins that are going to be given back to the community. Now, if you put a couple $100, whatever the case may be, you're probably going to take the profit. So the reason I think that Pulsechain is going to launch next month is because Bitcoin next month is going to take a dump big time. Huge. Now, again, I'm just a guy from Los Angeles. I'm not broke. I have a bunch of rich friends. I'm not rich anyway, other than the fact that I love the Lord. But bottom line is, we have an opportunity to buy now, which is keep on DCing in.
Right.
So we'll see. I could be wrong. We'll see.
Yeah, I think that's there's a good chance of Richard Hart's prediction to be right of $10,000-$11,000 Bitcoin.
Exactly.
I wonder. So, there's the big discount, right, for the ETF, the Bitcoin ETF. Right now, you can buy Bitcoin for a 30% discount. So, basically, we're just waiting for the price to equal that 30% discount, which should be around $11,000. Yeah.
Yep.
I think the ETF is like 1/1000th of a Bitcoin. So it's being sold for like, I don't know, $11 or something, I think.
What are you talking about?
So if you buy Bitcoin, if you buy a share of Bitcoin ETF, I believe it's being sold for like $12 because you're actually only buying a fake 1/1000th of a Bitcoin. That's what the ETF price is. Yeah.
I know, but I mean, on this chat, you don't want to. We don't trade on there. So let's keep it real. You don't want to. There's people on this chat that don't
Yeah.
have no idea what you're talking about. So let's
Oh
not.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
not. Yeah, you
No,
know what I'm saying.
I
So we
would.
want to.
There's no way that I would buy an ETF. No way, because you're not even buying real. You're just buying paper.
Yeah, exactly. But we don't
Yeah.
want to do that. You know, I
No,
mean,
not your keys, not your coins. I would never do that.
exactly. So but yeah, but there's opportunities there.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. If you got into Amazon day one, how would you be doing right now? Pretty good.
Yep.
Right around. You would.
Yeah, it's all about getting in projects early, right? I mean, getting in early projects early and then holding. So,
Let me ask you a question. Do you know what Uniswap and Sushi Swap and Trader Joe's their first year? Do you know that? You know what they did? You have an idea? Because I do.
uh, what did they do? You mean like the fact that they're the dexes? I don't understand. What's your question?
Their price appreciation. What did they do in the first year?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. On average, it was like a couple hundred X in the first year.
That's correct.
Yeah,
75x, 75x to 300x. So I
yeah.
don't know. Just for numbers' sake, you put $1,000 times 300. What is that? Is that 300 grand? Just for the
That's
record.
300 grand. Yeah, 100. Yeah,
Yes.
1,000.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So now let's
Yeah,
go
that's
to layer one.
PulseX will pull that off easily.
Easily. Okay. So now, now,
Yep.
now let's go to a layer one, which is blockchain, which is
Which is even more
Ethereum.
bullish, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now you have a layer one, and what did they do, or do I need to tell you?
No, I mean they did crazy numbers. Better than that, I
Yes.
would say 1,000x. I mean,
Yes.
even in this last bull market, like some of these layer ones were the top performers aside from maybe the stupid meme coins. But
That's correct.
yeah, I would say 1,000x plus
It's a lot of
layer
money.
ones. Yeah.
So the people that are on the chat, as well as myself, it sucks that Pulsechain hasn't launched. But I gotta tell you, if you're into Richard projects,
Yeah.
what did his first project do? Well, it did pretty good.
Yeah, I
It,
mean, he
it, it,
says
it,
10,000x. That's if you bought the very bottom, but
it, it
2,500x from the if you bought hex on the first day, 2,500x.
Yep, I agree.
And
So
even with the pullback now, it's still like 250 or 300x, even with the
exactly.
95% pullback.
So
Because as
check this
Richard
out.
Hart says, you measure cryptos shouldn't be measured from the top down. Cryptos need to be measured from the bottom up.
That's right. Good job, brother. Love it.
Yeah, I'm a big Richard Hart maxi. I study him constantly.
Me too.
It's kind of crazy,
Amen.
but
Amen. Yeah.
yeah, fair
Yeah.
money. It's like I know something. I know fair money when I see it, and believe me, there's no real fair money out there aside from Hex. And what really gets me going about it is just the fact that it's a perfectly balanced monetary system. Like if
Yep.
100% of people were staked, the inflation rate would equal the APR. It's like
That's correct.
perfect.
You're right.
It's perfect.
Hold on a second. So how long you been to Hex? How long?
She's well, I was researching Hex when it was still Bitcoin Hex, and I had a
No
couple
way.
life events that, yeah, I had a couple life events that kind of got me away from the ability to implement my plan. And I kind of got, and in the meantime, I got into some not so good coins. I mean, they went up in value, and I did pretty good, but not as good as what I would have done if I would have just invested in Hex. But yeah, and so I circled back around, and yeah, I sacrificed for PulseX, and I got quite a bit of T shares from buying Hex and staking it. So yeah, I mean, I would say altogether maybe 3 or 4 months of intense research on Richard Hart and his projects. Yeah,
Cool,
but I'm a
cool.
Hexican. I'm a Hexican.
Did you say Mexican or Hexican?
I'm a Hexican.
Oh,
You're the Mexican, right?
yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're blessed. We're blessed to be into this
It's
opportunity,
true.
bro.
It's true.
It's unreal. You know, and people on the chat, and not a lot of people on here. It's okay. You know, people come on here to ask questions and stuff, like I did back in the day. And
Right.
how do you better yourself? Knowledge is king. Knowledge is
Yeah.
king.
Yeah. In the Bible, right, it says that
Yes.
we suffer through a lack of knowledge. Like
Yeah. So I mean,
God's people suffer only through a lack of knowledge. So really it comes down to just knowing the right information and then implementing it,
yep.
you know?
Amen. I agree.
Yeah.
And people on here know that. I believe
Yep.
that. You
Yeah.
know, and that's the reason why I said we're going to be blessed because you know,
Yep.
and my father's a pastor, and now when I was him, Dad, how are people? My father's 81 years old, and I asked him,
Yeah.
Dad, how do people? How are they still successful if they don't believe in God? And he tells me, you know, son, because whatever you sow, you reap. Whatever you sow, you reap. In other words,
Right.
they
Right.
they planted their fruit, and they that's why they're successful. So
Yeah.
myself, I've invested in research projects, and I had my parents invest $1,000 just because they could, you know, watch their money grow. I didn't need their money in any way, shape, or form, but at the same time, they're gonna be blessed. And people on this chat, they know that that's what I say, and I believe it in my heart of hearts. And we're
Absolutely.
gonna see, you know, and we're gonna see.
Richard Hart will be the king of crypto. Hex will be the #1 crypto. Or Pulsechain, but I think it's going to be Hex. And yeah, it's just a matter of time. I mean, it's like it's destiny at this point. You know, once it's been set in motion, and now all we need is time. You know, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when.
When, yep, amen.
That's it. Yeah. So I think, you know, I mean, anyone that's been in the crypto spaces knows what's, you know, the upside volatility and what that actually means in as far as like being able to grow a small amount of money into an extremely large amount of money. Um, uh, yeah, it's I'm so excited, and we are going to be blessed. We already are blessed. If you're in here, if you're in this chat, you're blessed. That's all there is to
Amen.
it.
Agreed.
Because like, oh, I heard, I think there was someone in this chat a few days ago that just got into crypto, you know, like, and he came and he was led to the Hexican community, like just getting into crypto and finding Hex. Wow, that's huge, so huge.
Well, can you imagine?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I
So,
can't imagine because I almost did it, and if I did it, I would have like, you know, over $10 million right now. But
so
you know, there's such thing as second chances, and we're all getting our second chance with Pulse and PulseX, you know, and
that's right.
Hex ain't done either. Like, you know, Bitcoin wasn't done after its first big pullback, you know,
That's right.
like how many people like Richard Hart bought the $30 top and he rode it all the way down to what was it, $2 or something? He didn't sell though. And how many people did buy the $30 Bitcoin top and sold on the way down? Never,
Yep.
possibly never to buy back again. And then now they're kicking themselves. So, you know, it's time in the market, like Richard says, not timing the market. And yeah, I'm not into trading. I am into take profits on the way up. You know,
Well,
small
hold on a second.
calculated profits. Yeah.
Hold on a second. I have to disagree with you on one thing, and that is this. I think at this point, Richard Hart. Again, let's go back for a second. Let me go back a bit. So the docs, the Mount
Mount
docs,
Gox.
right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So 117,000 Bitcoin is being given out here shortly.
Right.
Probably another month. So let's just say that you're Richard Hart. And you're like, everything's done. But, you know, the capitulation might be in, I don't know, a month.
Right.
So, I mean, what would you do? You
I would
probably
wait. I would say what I would
exactly.
do is
Yep.
exactly what he's doing, which is I would say, "Oh, it's not
Exactly.
done yet. It's not done yet,
Exactly.
and
Yeah,
I want to time the
exactly.
bottom because I
Yep.
called the
Yep.
top on the day,
Yep.
so I might as
Yep.
well
Yep.
call the bottom on the day and pull all of that sack value down for you guys and release it
Yes.
on the bottom because then
Exactly. Yep.
like he said there's no resistance. If we launch at the bottom of the bear market, then you're not fighting resistance on the way up and we'll have bigger gains, you know? So,
Amen.
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So,
genius.
yeah. Well,
I think Hex is going to front run this market. I think it already did, right? It peaked 2 months before Bitcoin peaked, and you know, if Bitcoin is bottoming in a month or something, I think Hex already found its bottom. I think the bottom was point zero, you know, just under 3 cents, right? 0.029 was it? Something like that. So
you own
I think the Hex bottom is in, and Wales says it's in too. And I gotta say, I think he's the biggest brain in crypto.
I disagree. I
Well, in
disagree.
Hex.
Well, I disagree. I think that
All right.
Hex is going to go to. Well, we're not in conversation, so we're not arguing.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, so I would say that when shit hits the fan with these bitcoins here in another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe,
Yeah, yeah,
I say 11, $12,000 Bitcoin, and
yep.
then Pulsechain is going to. I'm sorry, Hex is going to go down to 1.5, 1.8. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, I got a line drawn on my chart that I'm looking at right now, which is 1.1.4.
Okay, so check this out. So
Yeah,
I have some like I think I mentioned this about I mentioned this earlier that
yeah,
these folks here in the car business they're millionaires off of Hex, and they're like taking it. I gotta tell you, if Pulse, if Hex on Ethereum is not does not reach price parity the same second that Pulse Chain launches, we're done. And they have millions and millions and millions of Hex, and it's going to be crazy. Now, if it does, obviously, there's people that are going to be staking their Pulse on Ethereum side.
yeah.
Their APY will be higher, and that's a fact, right?
So you're saying, wait, why are they saying that they're going to be done if parity isn't reached right away? I don't get it. Like what's their standpoint? I missed that part. I'm sorry.
That's a good question. Well, if you own 300 million Hex, or I don't know, 3 million Hex, whatever the case would be, these guys bought Hex. They're day one Hexinators. They're Hexagons. So if they do not reach price parity, which I think they will, I gotta
Yeah,
tell you, they will. It's weird how it works out because if Hex on Pulse Chain reach price parity the
yeah,
same day, then they're okay. But if it does not, in other words, let's just say that you have Hex on Pulse at
yeah,
4 cents,
yeah,
okay, and Hex on Pulsechain is 0.1. Why would you not buy that? Of course you would. So if you have millions of hex on the Ethereum side, why would you not invest on the Pulsechain side?
So basically the people that are able to arbitrage between the two chains are going to make out like bandits. Is that basically what you're saying?
Nope.
Because parity is inevitable. It's just a matter of time. Like, is it going to be a half a day, 2 days, 3 days?
Nope.
No. No, I missed it.
Nope.
That's all right. Hey, I'm not the biggest brain in the world, but I try.
I'm talking.
So what are you saying, Jakinator? Hook me up. Hook me up with the 808, as we say here in Hawaii.
well, I gotta tell you. So my brother, he you know, I sacrifice for Pulsechain. I sacrifice for PulseX. My brother and myself, we do okay financially. So we went and had lunch with a day one Hexagon.
Nice.
And so because he said, what's going on with cryptocurrency and all this crap? Let's go. So there I was with him. We've been at Denny's in off the 57 freeway, and I was here, Belinda. This guy pulls up. Now I'm being real. Anybody knows me? Anybody knows me? I'm not. I am being real. So he pulls up at $100,000 truck.
Bling.
This truck had. Oh, dude. So then he comes in. Now keep in mind, I worked with him like back in 1999. So we know who he is, but we don't. So here he comes.
Yeah.
He rolls in at 100, and I have an S car. I have a BMW. I ain't broke. I'm one of those rich Mexicans.
That's cool.
Just kidding. Just kidding. So anyway, so he pulls it. He pulls in with his freaking $100,000 truck, and he has a $100,000 freaking watch on. And my brother is very skeptical. He's very skeptical. He goes, take it in. What's going on? Well, here he goes. So he comes in, and he freaking loaded. So the proof is in the pudding. The hex.
That's right.
It's not unreal. It's real.
Yep.
He pulls in this truck, and he's not handsome. He's kind of ugly, like right.
Flex. Yeah, you gotta flex.
Flexing.
You gotta flex. You gotta flex a little bit. Sure.
He's flexing. So
yeah.
So he looks like a redneck. So he comes in, and he has a I don't know $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 watch on his beside the truck.
Yeah.
And so needless to say, my brother is in, and people again and again. This is a real deal, bro. It's not like, oh, anybody money.
No, it's true.
Let's just be real now. I don't know. He's white, he's black, he's purple, whatever the case may be. No, this guy, he's on point. He pulled up a $100,000 truck.
Yep.
He killed a $50 freaking watch, and of course about dinner or lunch, whatever the case may be. But he's a smart man. So
listen, I know that's gonna happen to us in this next bull market, and like easily. Like I already have my vehicle picked out. It's a like a 2020 Ford diesel 4-door. I'm a farmer, so I need my my 900 pounds of torque. And here on Kauai, it's funny. A lot of people can't own homes, so it's kind.
Don't dox yourself.
Oh, I'm gonna own. I'm not doxing myself. Oh, as far as where I live, yeah. I won't say anything about my bags, but Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I got the car picked, I got the truck picked out, and I've already looked at properties. I think that's part of creating it is you have to imagine it and imagine it to where it's real already. Have that
Amen.
feeling of it
Amen.
being there, and don't just kind of imagine it. Like, go into the details of what it's going to be like, and then how you're going to, beyond having a nice vehicle, like how I'm going to improve my children's life. What kind of school I'm going to put them in. What kind of
Amen.
vacations we're going to take, how we're going to have fun with it, how it's going to free me up as a single dad to spend more time with my kids, and then I can get into just the management of my business instead of doing the labor of it, which uh, I know enough to be able to do that. I just yeah,
Let me ask you a question. Did you sacrifice for Pulsechain and PulseX?
not Pulsechain, but PulseX, yes, and I've helped actually quite a few people get into PulseX on a large scale.
Amen. God bless you. Cool, cool.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I have a very logical mind. I'm not a giga brain, but I'm smart. And I gotta say, like I've listened to all of Richard Hart's stuff, and more than once. And I listened to the best influencers in the Hexagon community, and my logical mind is like, this is it. Like, I found, like, my 4 years in crypto led me to this point to understand what the value is of a T-share, what the value is of the best layer one that's coming out, and the best decentralized exchange with a buy and burn mechanism. Like, you just can't deny it. Like, so basically it's just about education. Once someone's educated enough, like the guy that Richard Hart just spoke to, that was one of the first Google employees. Like, that guy obviously is a super giga brain, and now he's like he's 100% into Hex and Pulse. And it's I'm just, yeah, we're blessed. Like you say, we're blessed, you know?
Amen. So,
Yeah,
okay,
like
so how long you been on this chat? How long?
just a few months. I just started talking about maybe a couple of weeks ago, though, a month ago.
Okay, so anyone in the chat have any questions for him or myself at all? Let's go, balls.
Crickets, yeah. Don't worry, they'll come. Hello.
I
Is anyone out
I'm just,
there?
I'm just saying. I gotta tell you, bro. I mean, I'm a salesperson, so I'm pretty flexible, and I'm pretty I have a pretty good personality, and but if you can't just sit here and not say anything, if anybody on this chat has any question, please, and even yourself, please ask.
Yeah. Well, I had a question earlier today, but I answered it.
Let's go.
I did the research myself, and it was just, figuring out, like, these maximalists, they'll say, oh, but we have Lightning Network and it's so fast and we can send 1 million transactions per second. And it's like, well, that's not even,
Hold on, no, what? Hold on a
that's like
second,
off
bro.
chain. That's like off chain. It's a completely different chain. It's not even Bitcoin,
Yeah,
and it's
well,
centralized too.
bro, you can't talk about that on here. Out of
Oh,
respect, you cannot talk about that.
oh,
But
sorry.
I have your number, and I know you're in Kauai, and I'm gonna come see you.
Yeah, man.
but yeah, there at some point, there we'll have an opportunity to do that, but we can't do that on here. But there's other chat that you can do that with. But
Yeah, yeah.
you're we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I was just pointing out the fact that, you got to investigate. A lot of people say stuff that's not true, and then you actually have to look past the facade. And Richard Hart's super good about that, where he doesn't take anything for face value. He'll look into actually what things mean. And a lot of people, like, they haven't done the deep dive on things like that, where you actually, like, look at what it actually, do your own research, right? That's what it all comes down to. And look at different perspectives, right? Like once you learn the truth, we'll question that, because I think Mark Twain said something about, it's not what you don't know that hurts you, it's what you think you know that hurts you.
Amen.
So we got to question ourselves like many times and really like put what we know to be true through the ringer and whittle everything down to like the ultimate truth. Like, and that's, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a DM here. I'm trying to find it. We'll go from there.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I should probably go check in with my kids, but always a pleasure to talk with you, Jake and Ader, and the Hexicans. Love you all so much, and yeah, let's. I believe in the good things coming, and there's a lot of good coming our way.
Amen. I agree.
God bless you, Jake and Ader. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to DM you here shortly, bro.
Okay, sounds good.